Privyet, my friends, how are you? I look like garbage, don't I? Oh, the joys of getting old, the joys of getting old. So, what I'm here to talk about today is a Russian film called White Bim, Black Ear. At least that's what it is in the English. This film was suggested to me by one of my Russian friends, and they sent a link to me. It looked like it was off of maybe they downloaded it somehow, and I watched this film, and oh boy, where to start? It was nominated for an Academy Award for the Best Foreign Film, which I thought was pretty cool. But this film had to do with the dog, and I think it was an Irish setter. No, those are the red ones. It was either a Scottish or English setter, and this dog kind of becomes homeless uh, when uh, when the original owners uh, have some kind of illness, right? It was hard to understand what the excuse me, pardon me. Uh, I know I'm the worst movie reviewer ever. uh, this dog, maybe it was a Scottish setter. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on what kind of breed it was. You know what? I think it was supposed to be a Scottish setter, but when I was looking at notes about the Academy Award, I think it said that they used two English setters, and maybe that's where I'm getting confused at. Um, but this dog kind of loses its way, loses its owners. Its original owner becomes ill, and this dog becomes homeless. Becomes kind of like a wild. Well, it doesn't really turn wild, doesn't turn feral, but it's homeless. And you see this dog, kind of journey of being a homeless dog, going from this home where he didn't quite really get to live his life, and we come across Ivan, who is an older man who's really he really enjoys hunting and outdoors and nature, and he sees this dog, and he decides that he's going to take this dog in. He's going to adopt the dog, and he calls the dog Bim. Um, he calls his dog Bim because it had something to do with the markings, and folks didn't want the dog because the markings weren't correct. If I understood it right, and this dog really kind of begins to thrive underneath Ivan's care, and is really attached to Ivan, and Ivan begins to develop heart problems, and when it becomes really bad, he's taken to the hospital, and so this dog misses Ivan, right? The dog misses Ivan, and it's one of these tales where this dog is going to go find Ivan, and so thus the adventure begins, right? Where you see that this dog goes out and begins to search out his master, and it's really a touching story of just devotion, of friendship and companionship between people and their animals, how close those bonds can get, and you occasionally would hear about things in the news like this, like in America this happens periodically. A family will move from 2,000 miles away, and they've lost their dog somehow during the move, and the dog shows up 6 months later. We had a friend, it's the Warrior Queen's best friend. They moved from Tempe to Mesa. It was about a 40-mile move. They moved to Mesa, and they had a cat named Orangey, and Orangey was called Orangey because he was orange, and that's what the little kids named him, Orangey. Well, the cat disappeared. This cat went all the way back to to their old house that they didn't live at, and the new people called and said, "Hey, we remember when we looked at your house, you had this cat, this orange cat. Well, it showed up here." And what was great news because the little kids were sad because they thought Orangey was gone, and but the cat went 40 miles through highways, through streets. Like we have coyotes and wolves out here. There are bear, there are predatorial birds, ravens, hawks, eagles that would swoop down and eat small animals. And this cat made it all the way there. So I mean, it kind of had that feel to it of this. Um, you know, when Ivan, who took this dog in, when his heart problems began to really become serious, and he's in the hospital, I thought it was just great to see this because we saw this dog. He had these little adventures, like with different people, with nature, with animals, and I thought it was just really really a cool thing. And some of his exchanges were really kind and heartwarming. Other ones were really cruel. But ultimately, he's unable to find a permanent home. When his owner comes back from the hospital, he discovers that Bim had been tricked by a neighbor, and the dog died, or he died. It was terrible, right? It was absolutely terrible. And one of the things I could not find on this is how much money the film made. If you guys know that, I know it was from Gorky Film Studios, but I couldn't find it. I could not find it at all. But outstanding film, and very very it pulls at the heartstrings. It really did. It pulled at the heartstrings. I really enjoyed it, and I would, if you I think, to the American who's watching this, this would be like what was it? Oh, there's a whole series of those movies. It wasn't Lassie. It was that little dog. Remember the little dog, and he would go have these adventures, and he would get lost from the family, and oh man, I can't. Why can I not believe? I can't remember it. What is the name of it? It was a little wired hair dog. Benji. That's what it was. Benji. If you like the Benji movies and TV specials, you'll like this. It's the same kind of thing here, where you see the world through the perspective of the dog, and kind of living life. And it was good. It was good. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for recommending the film to me. If you haven't seen it yet, please check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'll catch you guys later.